There are 7 phrases that will instantly kill your chances. So even if you have traction, a great idea, or a solid deck, I've helped founders raise over 50 million across various founder clients and industries and sat in hundreds of investor meetings. And I've heard these exact phrases tank otherwise fundable startups. So today I'm going to show you what not to say and how to flip the script to keep investors hooked. So first up is we have no competition. Saying this doesn't make you sound confident, it makes you sound inexperienced. So it tells investors you haven't done any market homework or research, because if there's truly no competition, there might be no demand. A better way to say it is we know X and Y players are in the space, but we differ in insert the value prop of what you're actually doing better. This shows you've done the research and you know you're not invincible. Second is we just need funding to grow. So I get it, but you need capital to hire, build, scale, and execute. That's a little vague and passive. So investors don't fund ideas, they fund conviction. So instead you can say something like, we're raising X to reach Y in sales by Z timeline and launch X feature that will increase retention by Y%. So specifics like that are showing growth and outcomes, and that's what gets investors 100 times more confident in your ability to do right by their money. Now you sound like a founder who knows exactly how to deploy investor dollars. Third is, we're going to capture 1% of $1 billion market. On paper, this sounds impressive, but to an investor, it's lazy math. So top-down market sizing doesn't tell them anything about how you're actually acquiring customers. Instead, they want to see how you're earning your slice, and step by step. So something like a market of 50,000 users with a clear path to reach X% based on current conversion rates and Z customer average order value. So that shows strategy, not wishful thinking. Fourth is we don't have any revenue yet. It's okay to be pre-revenue, but don't apologize for it. Don't get defensive, and instead highlight the traction and validation that you have done, because you should have proven concept before going after investors, no matter how small it may seem. And fifth is we'll figure that out later. Nope, that's a red flag, because investors expect you to have a plan, even if it evolves. They'd at least like you to have a timeline tied to the milestones in mind, and it's okay if your plan changes. Sixth is everyone loves it. Everyone, that's not actually data, and investors want specifics. So you can replace it with out of 20 users, 17 use the product weekly, and 9 requested early pricing or access. So that actually tells the story with proof, and you've quantified it. And seventh, we're raising $1 million for 2 years of runway. That sounds like you're coasting, not growing, and 2 years is actually standard, kind of too long. Investors want capital to create growth, not just cover costs. So instead, we're raising $1 million to reach a clear milestone over 12 to 18 months, including insert specific use of funds. So that's growth focused and capital efficient, and it wins every time. So these small tweaks can turn a maybe into a yes. A lot of founders think that fundraising is just about numbers or traction, but the reality, it's about how clearly and confidently you communicate what you're building and why it matters. Investors don't invest in bullet points or a pretty pitch deck. They invest in belief, and if you don't believe what you're saying, neither will they, because your confidence is contagious. What I've learned about working with hundreds of founders is this: the difference between getting ghosted and getting funded usually comes down to messaging. You can't control the market, but you can control your narrative. So if you've ever walked out of a pitch meeting wondering what went wrong, rewind your messaging. Were you vague, defensive, overcompensating, or were you grounded in data, clear in your value, and honest about what you know and what you're testing? So to recap the 7 things investors don't want to hear in your pitch. Number 1 is we have no competition. Number 2, we need funding just to grow. Number 3, capturing 1% of $1 billion market. 4 is we don't have revenue yet. Number 5 is we'll figure that out later. Number 6, everyone loves it. Number 7, we're raising $1 million for 2 years plus of runway. So instead, reframe your own story and pitch like a founder investors want to bet on.